are just taking a look now at what table we are going to be playing on.
Joseph and William. So this is Grandis and Blackwall, isn't it?
Alrighty. So we're just getting set up here. Our players are just shuffling their decks.
Yeah, Grandis and Blackwall.
And it looks like we're going to have Grandis and Blackwall here in the top 4 of the Oceania Digimon Finals Championships. Incredible day 2 so far. It's just been incredible match after incredible match. Got to keep that energy going into the top 4. We're going to watch Blackwall Grey and Grandis match up, and then on the other table we're going to have that Machine Dramon deck we just saw.
This is incredibly favorable for Machine Dramon because they have the effect to redirect and then the effect to keep it alive. So incredibly favorable for Machine Dramon. So they won't get that piercing and they won't get that kill.
Alright, so Joseph Reyes on the left running Wargreymon, and William on the right running Grandis. Obviously a very favorable matchup for Grandis. That's why I was kind of not the rogue pick, because we still saw plenty of it, but it was sort of a meta pick for a lot of players coming into day 1. And we've seen that it paid off because there's a lot of Grandis represented in our top 32, and now 2 Grandis decks in our top 4. So Joseph is going to have a bit of an uphill battle in this matchup. We'll see if Blackwall Grey is going to be able to fight back against Grandis, but I think it is Grandis' match to lose, based solely on the way that the matchup shakes out.
Now, let's have a look at his deck list, because there are some win conditions that Greymon can fulfill in order to take out this match. One of them is having that +1 security attack Greymon. We do see 2 copies of the +1 security attack Greymon in his deck list. That's going to be the main way he can close out the game fast before the Grandis can build its stack. Alternatively, Omnimon X Antibody BT5 is not in his deck list. So the main way he's going to be doing it is through that Greymon.
Alright, it's going to be a bit of a race to see who can get their win condition fulfilled first, I think. Seeing that security be laid out. Do both Grandis players run Davis? Do we know if William runs Davis? So I see you've got the deck list there.
William is on 2 Davis. And see if anyone has any blue options.
Well, there you go. Question answered. William drops the Davis, so we know he's running at least that. And I think we see a blue Digimon there as well.
No, that's Terrier and the rookie. That's
hard to see. Yep. Hard to see.
So just the Davises for blue cards, no other blue cards. So no Ice Wall, no Mega Death.
Interesting. I'm curious why you run the Davis if not the extra blue package.
The Davis is purely for the free search and the memory setting. Consistency is so key with Grandis.
Alright, Joseph dropping 2 Cool Boys. Going to set himself up very well for the future with a lot of memory. Not hitting, though. Bit of an unfortunate Cool Boy drop.
Having the setup for the Cool Boy is still important, though.
Yeah, nice to have them. Alright, Greymon, Digivolving 1. Oh, two obviously.
Because it is the nursery, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. This is the extra DP Greymon. Going to be pretty key going into this Grandis matchup. William getting the Weedmon Digivolve in the raising there.
So another interesting thing about Joseph's deck is that he's not running any of the blocker Greymon, I'm pretty sure. BT8.
And William going into the Akuamon there. So a pretty good looking setup for William. Is slightly eking ahead in the race to the OTK stack.
Yeah, none of the blocker Greymon.
Very interesting. Joseph carefully considering possible lines of play here. Moving the Greymon up and swinging just to get an incidental check. Surviving the swing. That was a really interesting choice there. And having to pass just doesn't have anything.
Yeah, he doesn't want to Evo up. That would give away too much memory, and it would lose to this stack either way.
So it looks like Joseph electing to move out and then hope to build another stack in raising.
Yeah.
Green memory boost.
Now he's got the 2 Evo lines there with the level 5 with the level 6, getting the level 6. Interesting that he pushed out. Can he convert with this? Otherwise, oh, actually, if he removes the Greymon, this guy's pretty safe.
Yeah, just attacking into the Greymon there. No real risk.
He
on the
needs
attack.
to only give 1 or 2 memory here, otherwise he's at risk because he could go Agumon X, gain 2 memory, go into a Greymon for 0, and then be Digivolve from there.
I don't think there's any way for William to give just
3. Okay, this
one.
is concerning. Because if they have exactly Agumon X, Greymon, and then Tactical Boys gain 2 memory, then Greymon X Metal Grey, then Metal Grey X, because he can do all that in one turn, that stack is dead.
Looks like William might be looking for a Grandis to go along with that Grandiskawagamon. We know he has
He didn't have the Agu X.
Grabbed a level 3.
Wait. That's an Agu X. Or he might have had the play.
Very interesting. Playing the Agu X so he can keep that stack in raising and still get the Agu X search effect. Had 3 memory to play with there at the start.
He might have drew into the Agu X, but if he had the Agu X beforehand, he could have potentially have gotten rid of that green stack.
Gonna take X Antibody and Greymon X. Good choice there. William with a lot of memory to play with.
Yeah, 3 memory plus the 2 boosters.
At least 1 draw off of that rookie. He pulled off the green memory boost last turn. Into Kakuamon X Antibody. We're also hearing in the background one of the side events going on at the moment. We're hearing the team challenge being played. So a lot going on here today, apart from just the top 4. Obviously, all eyes are on this top cut, this top 4, but plenty of going on. So, like yesterday, the energy in the room is still very, very high around these players. Got the Grandiskawagamon going now. Has Grandis in hand now.
And
very set up.
The issue was if he goes, if he hits an X antibody in security, or if he hits a Hades Force. So Weedmon is really good for that.
Only looking like he's only trashing 2 sources rather than 4. Only going to get the extra check.
Yeah, because he didn't have the Akuramon X, did he?
Yeah.
No,
didn't have the X. So rather than getting rid of all of his sources, keeping a couple of effects there, going into Grandis, suspend, and
punching through with Grandis.
Gonna punch through and get those piercing checks.
So 2 checks.
Oh, Judge intervening, pointing something out here. Not exactly sure what is happening.
Because he didn't have the Akuramon.
I think everything's okay.
Yes, he was on 1. Weedmon gains the 2. 1 cost for the Grandis, puts him at 1. Where did he get the memory gain for the suspending from? Does he have the rookie? He might have the rookie, which gives him a memory gain.
All right. So X antibody, losing a memory. Doing 4 total checks there.
The judge
still pretty devastating.
The judge is fine. They want to make sure the game state is correct. It's good that they interfere a little bit.
Yeah, I think we'd much rather have the judge step in just to make sure that the game state is as it should be, rather than they just let it ride and then an incorrect game state goes unnoticed. So
yes,
yeah, I think we're seeing great work for the judges there. Joseph promoting the Greymon X antibody, has the 2 cool boys, so a lot of potential memory gain, already sitting on 3, also has that memory boost as well. So
the problem with this is that William has a stack in the rear, as well as a Mimi and a memory boost, so he can easily go for game even if they make a Wargrey X.
Yeah, I think Joseph needs a pretty stacked security here.
Swinging like just with the Greymon X, very lucky to live.
Yep, very lucky to live. Bit of a desperate play there.
Up into something.
Looking like we're going to see Metal Greymon here. Maybe Metal Greymon X antibody, which might have been the hesitation. Might not have the Metal Greymon.
2 cost here.
Yep, into the X antibody for 2. So no
X
opportunity.
Antibody underneath now.
No opportunity to use those cool boys.
He's already suspended, so he can't trigger any when attacking effects anymore. Going to hit the boost. Now he'll go into probably the X. Gaimon would Digivolve, but that doesn't change anything. If anything, it's potentially worse.
I think people in chat are saying the turn should be over due to the Akuamon memory loss.
Oh, because of the unsuspending. Because of the suspending return.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Judge has missed that one there.
I think this is in favor for William anyway, because if he has the line in hand, he can answer the black X right now.
Yep. Might go over and just mention that one to the table because that Akuamon effect is being very confused at the moment. So I am going to go over and mention that to the side table. We're actually required to by Bandai's official tournament rules.
Go,
if we
go,
notice
go, go.
something has been just go.
Sorry about that, guys. We will interfere with the match to see what the judges will say for this. So I am here. My co-commentator has gone up and he's having a talk to the players now to see if we can correct the game state or if the game state was broken anyway. We're just double checking and the players are talking, communicating things to see how this will resolve. Looks like we're just continuing play as it is, except the game state, I think. But we see the grandest player does have the line anyway, so I think this is going to be game. Especially if they have the hybrid going to boost here. He's suspended the Wargrey X.
Alright, so has conferred with the judges and we're saying that no effect was missed there. Everything happened very quickly, but everything was tracked correctly, so the game state is going to stand as it was, and there's not going to be any penalties for either of our players. So this is the game as it stands. We're going to keep it this way.
Yep. Thank you for keeping us on our feet, chat. Literally. Yep. You had to run to do that.
But as we say, in the official tournament rules, as commentators, if we do see something that is a misplay, we do need to mention it to the judge. Oh my gosh. I haven't really got out of my chair all day. That's really taken a lot out of me. So good to mention these things as we see them. Even if it turns out, as we said, even if it turns out that everything is okay, we want to make sure we're keeping the game state as correct as possible, and we'd rather have a bit of a quick discussion and everything's okay than miss something and have an illegal game state.
Yeah.
And as we say, the pressure is very real here in the top four. It is elimination. We're getting very, very close to those top two. Both of these players really want to make it to the top two.
Now, what I do see there is a hybrid in the hand.
And we're going to see...
And there it is.
Joseph pulling it forward. He knows what's coming. Hybrid for game.
So I know a couple of you guys were saying that he forgot to hatch, but that wasn't really a concern. It would have been more advantageous, sure, but he did have the hybrid anyway, knowing that it wasn't going to be popped anytime soon.
All right, the matchup everybody's been talking about coming into this weekend, Black Wargreymon X and Grandis. If you're just joining us, Grandis on the right just took game one. We're going to head into game two now. Been a pretty interesting game. Some good gameplay from both of our players here. A couple of maybe effects that have gone back and forth, gone really quickly. We've had a little bit of concern that there might have been some misplays. Everything's been all good, but I did have to do a bit of a dead sprint over to the game table to make sure everything was okay. So very exciting match behind the camera over here. We're certainly doing a lot of up and down. Joseph's really got an uphill battle here. Not only is he in a poor matchup for his deck, but also now down 1-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your plan now as the Black Wargreymon player for playing against this Grandis deck, do you think?
Pray you find the +1 security attack Greymon, and also pray your opponent bricks. It's a very unfortunate matchup for Joseph here. There isn't too much his deck is built for to counter the this matchup for against Grandis. I've seen other people play a lot more of the Greymon plus security attack because of the higher tempo you have. I've also seen people play that Omnimon X to prevent your opponent from attacking. And I think that's really the only way you can win this matchup if your opponent doesn't brick.
Yep, so Joseph electing to go second, getting that extra draw and hopefully a little bit of extra memory from William here. Also,
William looks a little bit upset.
Yeah,
Doesn't seem
maybe
to have the rookie.
trying to make William
Hard
brick.
playing a Stingmon.
And now we see why all these top players have been electing to go second, especially in a format with no mulligan. Sometimes you make your opponent brick, they don't get that extra drawing time, and they have a rough start, and it gives you a huge advantage.
Yeah.
Alright, Joseph going into, looks to be the Argumon X antibody in the back there, into the Greymon for 2. Lots of memory to work with. Grandis has been a really interesting story. I remember a couple of sets back, it was doing very well, I think, in Japan, but never really found a foothold here with the first release of Grandis.
The thing about the OCG, in quotations, is that a lot of the promos aren't playable in official tournaments because they haven't been distributed properly.
Yeah.
So the Garurumon hasn't seen a lot of tournament play because of that, because the Garurumon promos can't be played. Garurumon has a really good matchup against Grandis because of the blocking effect.
Yeah.
So because we have the Garurumon in the tournament scene back in BT, whatever it was, BT9, Grandis didn't see much play. It didn't see as much play in the top tables. But in the Japan, Grandis saw a lot more play because it didn't have that natural counter.
Yeah. Joseph fielding the Yuya there. Not sure that the option protection is going to do much in this particular matchup, but the extra memory should be nice against Grandis, which can tend to choke the opponent out. A lot of opportunity for Grandis to Digivolve for 2 or 1. No Examon in top 32, unfortunately, Joe. One of my favorite decks as well, so I'm sad not to have seen it, but no Examon. I didn't even see any Examon as I was walking around the field yesterday.
So one thing about Examon is that it's unfortunately a quite expensive deck to play. Yeah. And a lot of people are unfortunately priced out. They don't want to commit to an expensive deck if they can't play test with it. Playtesting is extremely important for nationals.
William has the Mimi there, and Joseph's just gone up into the Greymon X antibody, giving it the boost with Yuya. Now going to go into Metal Grey, going to Digivolve the Stingmon stack there.
Yep, if he's got the Metal X, he can kill the Stingmon stack, or he can just swing over it.
Yep, Joseph playing a little carefully here. Really difficult matchup, so he's
making some
very
room with the mat.
Yeah. Wonder if we're about to see something be hard played. That's why he's moving that over. Joseph cautiously considering his lines. This is a pretty crucial moment. Williams starting to build that stack in raising.
Yep, there's the Metal X.
Yep, gonna delete it. Basically, I think Joseph is deciding whether or not now is the right time to pull the trigger, and he seems like he is going for it. No X antibody, though.
Okay, but removing the Mimi is very good.
Yep, clearing the board is good here. No X antibody, which is a bit of a shame, but I think on the whole, this is probably a pretty good position for Joseph.
William doesn't have much removal anyway, so the X antibody isn't doing much protection.
Yeah, not as necessary here in this matchup. William.
Now, they're just clarifying some effects. I think they were talking about how if oh, never mind. I was thinking because if it has blocker, it can suspend. No, wait. If a Digimon is deleted, the
William building up a pretty big stack here. It looks like he got a Metal Kabuterimon in there, so a lot of potential sources to trash with the Grandiskawagamon Digiburst effect.
I was thinking of the blocker Greymon. Because
yes,
the blocker Greymon would block it, it would force deletion by battle, unsuspend, or trash security. That was the interaction I was thinking about, but it wouldn't apply here because it doesn't have blocker.
Yeah. Joseph beginning another stack in raising. Or at least just getting the Agumon out. Going to go into Gaiomon on top of the Black Wargrey. Haven't seen that really much.
Turning off options and getting that plus 2k from the Yuya.
Yep.
Getting that 2 checks.
Going to be 2 checks.
Bigger than that.
Bigger than both
that.
Grandises.
Ooh, that's not great for William.
That is not ideal for
How
William.
many Grandis is William on?
That is not what you want to, where you want to see your Grandis. Hopefully he's playing at least 3 or 4. We're seeing Sec Attack Greymon in.
He's on 4 Grandis, so there is a chance he can get into it.
Okay, so another 2 copies to look for, but that's got a sting.
And that reboot trashed to security. Joseph is threatening lethal next turn.
Joseph sitting in a reasonably good position. William is going to promote.
William forced to and push out, and
Akua X antibody, getting a draw, suspending.
Getting that memory for 2. All
going
right,
into
got
Grandiskawagamon, but does he have Grandis?
Does he have a Weedmon? He does. I think he has a Weedmon to drop, so he can get that memory back to go into a Grandis. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think he has Grandis though.
There is a Weedmon. Dropping 2, 4 for plus 2 security attack. Getting the memory back with the Weedmon.
Yep, going to be swinging for 3, gaining a memory back.
You're right. I don't see Grandis.
Doesn't look like he has it, so he's just going to swing native with the Grandiskawagamon for 3 total checks. First check, red memory boost.
Sorry, red boost.
Argue X antibody. Black Wargrey going to bin the stack, and I think Joseph's going to take game 2 here, looking pretty good for Joseph. And William just going to hard play a rookie. And I don't really think there's anything in security that saves William here, so we're going to be going to game
Very
3.
unfortunate that the Grandis were in security.
I mean,
made it very unlikely to see it.
We'll let it play out, but yeah, should have played Giga Death, as we've seen. Great card.
Great card, Giga Death.
Joseph playing cautiously, building up the stack, but yep, nothing to save him. We're going to go to game 3. Wow. So really, Joseph's comeback there began before the game even started when he elected to go second. That was a really good move. William bricked, gave Joseph enough time to get his own stack going. William unfortunately wasn't really able to unstick his hand in time, and Joseph was able to barrel through. And
we're sitting at a very comfortable 33 minutes left on the clock. It can definitely go either way.
Plenty of time for these players. They don't need to rush these plays. William almost certainly going to elect to go second here, hoping not to brick again. Maybe even hoping to force Joseph into a bricked opening hand. William's still better positioned with Grandis, but it's at 1-1 with 30 minutes to play. I think it definitely can go either way.
The turn 1 brick was what I think Joseph needed in order to get into his Gaiomon to do those extra checks. Yeah.
Yep. Do we know if we've had if the other game is still going on? I assume it would be Machinedramon, a bit of a slower deck.
That's true.
So we'll check in on that Machinedramon Grandis matchup as well.
They are still going at it.
They are also still playing, so we're not sure how that one's going to shake out.
I think it is favorable for the Machinedramon player because of that, all those blocking effects.
Yeah. We
Yeah, all he has to do is sit on EX1 Machinedramon and force the attacks into it. Surely it's bigger than him, but he just detaches the materials. It's fine.
Yeah, going to be interesting to see how that one shakes out. So we got basically 3 potential matchups. We could be seeing another Black Wargrey Grandis matchup. We could be seeing Black Wargrey and Machinedramon, or I suppose we could see Machinedramon and Grandis, or
the Grandis mirror match. Yeah.
High chance of seeing Grandis, but it's not locked in yet. We might see Grandis get this far and then fall at the final hurdle.
And if Grandis wins this and Machinedramon wins the other one, it's very favorable for Machinedramon to take it all home.
Yeah, we could see a surprise Machinedramon win after all this. But first, we need to see how this Game 3 shakes out. For anyone just joining us, Game 3 of the top 4 cut here in Oceania. Joseph Reyes on Black Wargreymon on the left. William on Grandis on the right. William choosing whether to play first or second, having lost the last game. Almost certainly going to be playing second due to a bricked hand at the start of that game too. And yep, Joseph playing first. Agumon into Greymon X Antibody. Not ideal. No Agumon X Antibody. No Greymon.
But what he needs to do is push out this Greymon and just start swinging. He'll have plus 1k from the egg. So it's 7k, so it can survive most of the time.
Yep. William weighing his options there. We see the Stingmon, so potential for a 1-cost Digivolve. But with 3 memory, he probably wants to be minimized. He's got the option to play the Davis yet, which he will go for, setting Joseph to 1 and getting a draw here.
Probably go for the Akuamon if he doesn't already have it. Oh, he does have it.
Gonna go for the Terriermon, grabbing another rookie. I don't think that's a poor choice at all.
That's fine. I mean, he already has access to a champion, and he already has the Kawaga.
And Joseph just going to go straight into Machineramon.
Okay, interesting. He doesn't. He lost 2 costs.
Metal Greymon, sorry, not Machineramon. We were just talking about it before.
Yeah.
Joseph has a chance to build up another stack in raising.
Yeah, just
probably why he's brought this other one out.
Yep. And then here's the Oikawa.
Alright. William's stack looking pretty good. Joseph is on a bit of a clock here.
Alright, does he have... Okay.
Doesn't appear to have another level 3. Gonna go into Metal Grey X Antibody, draw. Has that Cool Boy in hand, is an option, but
he
then
needs to stop. He needs to be punching. Yeah, he's got the Gaomon for the pressure. He has to take the risk.
Just going to go to Gaomon, and we're going to see a Blitz security attack +1 swing here. Yep, easily survives the 2 checks.
Unsuspends, and he trackers 1.
Or 3 checks even. Must have another extra security check kicking around somewhere.
It's the 2 checks, and when he unsuspends with the
yes, when he
unsuspends,
he trashes, of course.
Yeah. If William has all the pieces in hand, he would easily promote, tap the Gaomon and run through it. But it seems like Joseph's gamble has paid off, and William does not have the pieces.
Joseph putting a lot of pressure on, not representing lethal as yet.
Oikawa suspending it, gaining a memory.
Doesn't appear to have a level 6 in hand that we can see.
I think he has the Grand Kawagamon, but he doesn't have Grandis.
Yeah.
So Grand Kawagamon can't punch over the Gaomon.
Gonna play a level 3.
He's trying to search for it.
Yep.
Drawing, and then he's going to look at top
that
3.
Grandis, I think.
That's not Grandis.
It's not there. Gonna grab the Akuamon.
Yep.
Still desperately searching for a top end. You're right, has the Grand in hand, but no Grandis. Again.
Yep. So this is 2 cost here. Oh! Boy! He just drew it! He just drew it! He just top decked it like a mad lad!
Incredible.
And he has the X antibody, so he doesn't have to worry about having the memory to go over it.
What a top deck.
Bro, what a top
deck for William.
Digibursting for 2.
Incredible.
So he didn't even have the Weedmon either to get the memory back. So he's got security attack +2. He'll have to put the X antibody under and then attack the attack the Gaomon and activate the X antibody to go into the Grandis.
Here we go.
Bro, I cannot believe.
That was
And there
phenomenal.
it is. He just top decked it. Oh, bro.
What a top deck from the Grandis player.
You know,
gonna wipe that.
He's got the skills to be in top 4. This is 3 checks here.
1, 2, and Hades Force is gonna delete that stack.
You know what?
Well,
I think this is a fair trade.
Incredible.
I think this is a fair trade. You know, 2 damage, really good. Removing the bodies, really good. Joseph having no rookie in the nursery, very good for William.
William gonna finish the turn here. Yep, really close to just taking the game. What a clutch Hades Force for Joseph. Joseph shaking his head, cannot believe how lucky that was.
I mean, the luck's on both sides, really. William's seeing the top deck Grandis, and Joseph seeing the Hades Force Insecurity.
Oh. Right.
But it's still very favourable for William, with Joseph not having a rookie.
William had to summon the heart of the cards to get that Grandis to hand. Now he's going to have to do it all over again.
Hard playing the Greymon
and I
here.
think he just drew one.
Oh, well, that's okay. He's got it for next time.
All right. Incredible.
These have been some banger games.
It's been just
so good.
Hit after hit after hit all day. I am, look, I know I'm going to save this replay to watch later.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Just cracker games. William, a lot of memory to play with here. 4 memory. Yeah, Hades Force, incredibly clutch there. Joseph, unfortunately, not much of a follow-up, only hard playing the security attack Greymon. Not ideal. Really high potential for it to be removed by just an Akuamon suspending it, attack into it. Unfortunately, William seems to have much better ability with the cards in hand to bounce back at this stage. William going to swing with the Weedmon, hitting an X antibody. Joseph's going to gain a memory.
That's pretty good. Joseph's got some really strong security. Hades Force and X antibody, that's what you want to see.
William looking like he's going to elect to, build up in raising.
Yep, getting that Grayness ready again.
Yep, here we go.
Choke on 1, that's alright.
Choke on 1. Joseph clearly does not have a lot. Hasn't got a level 3. Digivolving into the Greymon. X antibody still doesn't seem to have a level 3.
Greymon's got security attack +1 if he wants to take out the rest, if he wants to try to take out the rest of the security.
Joseph is playing solely in the battle area, which is not where you want to have your only Digimon when you're playing against Grandis. The potential to just lose it and then have nothing is so high.
Yeah,
Joseph's counting the Grandises and Akuas and everything in Williams.
Doing the calculations in his head. What's the probability?
Now that is the kind of high-level play we expect here in the top 4. I have no doubt in my mind that Joseph knows Williams' deck list, has perused it.
He can swing and hope and pray to do 2 damage, or he can go into the Metal Grey and clear the Weedmon.
That is potential, but then that Akuamon is just waiting in the wings to come back out.
Yeah, going for the Metal Grey.
Metal Grey to remove the stack. Instead, it's going to leave it unsuspended.
It would have been such a gamble to punch security.
Oh, massive gamble.
Alright, raising out. Let's see if he's got the pieces. Oh, I do see
Williams got it again.
Grandiskawagamon. Digibursting, he's got the Weedmon underneath. He will gain that memory
Grandis.
back. Now he can easily access that Grandis.
We may see the game end right here, right now.
There's Grandis. Yep. That will suspend getting
Joseph
memory
had
back.
1 Hades Force.
Punching over.
Is he going to have another?
He does run 2 copies. This is doing 2 checks.
I don't think it even helps him, really. No Hades Force, that's it.
We will see Grandis take that match going in, and he'll go to top 2.
And with that, Black Wargreymon X is not going to be the top deck here. Incredible. It was the deck to beat coming into day 1 yesterday. It was on everybody's minds. We saw that there was a huge field of Black Wargreymon X players, so it was the deck to beat. But Grandis has had a hell of a run over the weekend, has just been eating those Black Wargreymon players, as we saw there.
And with that, I have some very unfortunate news that the Machinedramon player did lose their round. So,
oh, that is such a shame. That would have been so interesting to see. So Grandis is going to win.
For the finale, we will have a mirror match of Grandis versus Grandis.
So we are going to see which Grandis is going to take the win. Go on.
Table 2, we will have a match for 3rd place.
Oh, okay.
I think. because we do have pricing for third place.
That would be very interesting. I would love to see the Black War Grey and Machine Drum.
But I think we're gonna put the grandest mirror on the stream.
Yep, we're gonna see the grandest mirror very soon. Wow,
Justice, I agree.
What a day.
What a
day. It's been phenomenal. Just remembering back to all the highlights, obviously the Sukamon plays from that security control player.
Was so hype. The Ordinimon.
The Ordinimon.
Crazy. Wiping the board.
Crazy.
There was
Jesmon taking that win with the Chimeramon.
Yeah.
Fusion was
the choke
pretty
on
phenomenal.
the Mega Death.
The Mega Death choke. So many highlights from the day. Please, in chat, would love to hear your highlights from the day. If you've been following us all day, would love to know what your favorite moments have been as we prepare to head into this final match.
And I gotta say, if you have a look at our top 8, sure, half of them were grandest, but the other half, very diverse range.
Oh yeah,
Set
absolutely.
Control, Machine Dramon, and Black War Greymon, but whatever. But then, like the huge range. Merva was also top 8, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, don't know if we ever expected Machine Dramon to make it all the way to top 4 today, but incredible.
Might just take third place.
May just take third place. We don't know.
Yeah, and I think only top 2 will be going to Worlds for Oceania. So we will have the 2 grandest players guaranteed going to Worlds.
Dark Anger, definitely need to go back and watch that Mass Day match from the first round because that was an incredible.